It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Dirty Birds and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Evans has it left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and 2. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Suckham. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to Sharp. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp.
A gain of 7. 1st down on Falcon pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Are you serious, dog?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
7 yards, the pickup there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette shifts past him at the 45. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. On 1st down, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On the screen, Bernard. Hard running at the 15. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point put through by Suckham, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now it's Patterson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 22, Ryan. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now Brady. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Bernard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
To throw is Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Again, Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Ryan. Complete to Zaccheaus. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Ryan. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So Ryan and the Falcons down by 2 touchdowns, 1:06 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So out come the Bucs now. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless.